Você está na Encruzilhada Blues Brasil.
Subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications.
I took the long way home through every wrong road I could find. Left a trail of broken promises and people left behind. I mistook the restlessness for freedom for a long, long time. Mistook the going nowhere fast for something half sublime. I wore my wandering like a badge, a proud and foolish crown. Never understanding that the longest road leads back to town. The long way home is the only way I know. Through the thorns and through the valley and the ice and undertow. The long way home taught me everything I am. Every scar a destination, every sorrow part of the plan. Chased the wrong ambitions through a decade and a half. Built things up to tear them down and then sat back to laugh. The laughter had a hollow sound I didn't recognize at first. Like a man laughing in a drought because he can't admit the thirst. I changed my name and spirit, if not legally true, and became a stranger to the people that I knew. A highway patrolman pulled me over in the Carolina rain. He looked at me and said, "Son, you don't look right in the brain." He could have wrote me up for 7 things and let me on my way. Instead, he sat there in the rain and listened to me say everything that I had buried from the last 10 years of wrong. A stranger in a uniform who held me all night long. The long way home is the only way I know. Through the thorns and through the valley and the ice and undertow. The long way home taught me everything I am. Every scar a destination, every sorrow part of the plan. I turned the car around and pointed it toward the place I'd fled. All the faces that I wronged were waiting in my head. Made my slow apologies to each one that I could. Not every door swung open, but some open like they should. My sister made me coffee and she didn't say a word. Just let me sit in her kitchen till I felt less like a bird. I'm living in the neighborhood where all of this began. A quieter and a humbler and a more forgiving man. My blues on Thursday nights at the bar on Clement Street, and the people come to listen with their weariness complete. The long way home took everything and gave me back this song, and a song about the long way home is somewhere to belong. The long way home is the only way I know. Through the thorns and through the valley and the ice and undertow. The long way home taught Every scar a destination, every sorrow part of the plan. The train don't stop here no more since they rerouted the line. Left the platform standing empty in the rain and the pine. The benches still got nameplates from the men who built the town. Samuel, Roy, and Eugene staring at the coming down. Depot clock stopped working in the winter of '09, and nobody saw fit to wind it, 'cause there wasn't any time. Train don't stop here no more. The tracks are gonna rust. Everything the town was built on's crumbling into dust. Train don't stop here no more. The young ones all have gone, left the old ones and the lonesome, holding nothing but the dawn. The hardware store on Main Street's been an empty shell since 10. Oh, Mr. Cairo stocked it 60 years, don't ask me when. His daughter moved to Charlotte, son, somewhere out in the west. He sits on his front porch now in his old work shirt and vest, watching what was once a town become a memory instead. A man whose life's work stands around him already half dead. I grew up on these streets and I know every crack and stone. I know which yards had roses and which families had gone. I left at 22 with my ambition and my pride. Came back at 50-something with my ambition set aside. The house I grew up in still stands but barely keeps the rain. The willow in the backyard is the only thing unchanged. Train don't stop here no more. The tracks are gonna rust. Everything the town was built on's crumbling into dust. Train don't stop here no more. The young ones all have gone, left the old ones and the lonesome, holding nothing but the dome. Still opens up at 8. 7 regulars come in and take their usual weight. Mary fills the coffee cups and calls everybody hon. She's been doing it since Reagan. She's the only one. We talk about the weather and the old days in the news, and everybody knows it's just another name for blues. I could leave again, the road is wide and I'm not old, but something about bearing witness holds me in the cold. Somebody ought to stay and watch the last of what it was. Somebody ought to remember it for everything it does. The train may never stop here, but the town is still alive. in the 7 at the diner every Saturday at 5. Train don't stop here no more. The tracks have gone to rust. Everything the town was built on's crumbling into dust. Train don't stop here no more. The young ones all have gone, left the old ones and the lonesome holding nothing but the dawn.
Doctor set his clipper down and looked me in the eye. Said the kind of thing that doctors say when things begin to die. Not a death sentence acted, but a caution and a clock. A reminder that the minutes don't stop clicking on the lock. I drove home past the river in the blue October cold, thinking of everything I'd saved for when I would be old. Living on borrowed time, paying with what's left. Every morning now's a gift. Every night could be the resin on borrowed time. Borrow from the shore what is worth it in the time I've still to save. I called my son in Denver, hadn't spoken in some years. He answered on the second ring, and I could hear his fear. I told him I was alright, but I wanted him to know that the distance between fathers and their sons don't need to grow. We talked for 2 full hours and we said the unsaid things, the kind of conversation that a diagnosis brings. I wrote a letter to the woman I had let slip through my hand, not asking for a second chance, just wanting her to understand that the years I'd spent in bitterness were years I can't reclaim, and the fault of what we lost was mostly mine to claim. I didn't send it right away, I read it 7 times, then mailed it on a Thursday with no expectation of reply. Living on borrowed time, paying with what's left. Every morning now's a gift, every night could be the rest. Living on borrowed time, borrow from the shore what is worth it in the time I've still to save. I sold the things I didn't need, and whole lifetime of accumulation failed the only test. What matters at the nary eyes are holes of all the people you were told. My neighbor's kid comes on Saturday, and that one afternoon a week redeems the entire day. 3 short lines of grace, and she hoped I found my place. Said she remembered the good years and was glad I reached ahead. 3 lines of absolution from whatever years remain, and the borrowed time feels golden, even dressed up in the pain. Living on borrowed time, paying with what's left. Every morning now's a gift, every night could be the rest. Lord, show me what is worth it in the time I've still to save.
There's a bar at the end of the last road in town, where the broken and the beautiful all come to sit down. The neon in the windows been flickering since the fall, but nobody complains because it's still the best of all. Old Ray behind the counter knows your face before your name, and pours your usual slowly without asking what you came. The last bar in town, that's where the lonesome go, where the jukebox knows your heartache and the whiskey pours it slow. The last bar in town, the light is always on, for every man and woman who has lost something they loved and gone. There's a woman in the corner with a notebook and a pen, writing down the stories of the night and the broken men. She's been writing for 11 years, since her own heart came apart, turned her sorrow into something with a compass and a chart. Nobody asks her what she's writing, it would ruin the whole thing. Some people heal in silence, and some people heal in strings. Big James sits at the far end, nursing something amber brown. Lost his business in the flooding, and his wife left after town. He don't talk too much these days, but when he talks, he says it clean. Says a man only truly knows himself by where he's been. He bought a round last Christmas for the whole house, everyone. Said I got my health and my guitar, so I ain't undone. The last bar in town, that's where the lonesome go, where the jukebox knows your heartache and the whiskey pours it slow. The last bar in town, the light is always on, for every man and woman who has lost something they loved and gone. Oh, Friday nights, old Ray lets anybody play the stage. No auditions, no conditions, no discrimination of age. A 14-year-old girl got up last month then stopped the room, singing something about her daddy leaving in the gloom. Even Big James put his glass down and he closed his eyes to hear, because real blues recognizes real blues without any fear. I come here when the rooms inside my head get too confined, when the quiet in the apartment starts to unhinge the mind. I order what I always order, take my seat beside the wall, and let the broken beautiful humanity of it all remind me that the loneliness I carry isn't mine alone, that everybody in this last bar once had somewhere they called home. The last bar in town, that's where the lonesome go, where the jukebox knows your heartache and the whiskey pours it slow. The last bar in town, the light is always on, for every man and woman who has lost something they loved and
She lit a candle every morning on the windowsill for me, prayed for my protection and my soul's eternity. She believed that I was better than the man I chose to be, and that faith was like a sentence she served voluntarily. I knew the whole time that I wasn't worth the wax she burned, but a man will take the mercy even when it ain't been earned. She prayed for the wrong man every single night, sent her love to heaven on behalf of someone not right. She prayed for the wrong man, Lord, Lord, that candle burned in vain. All that holy, faithful love poured out like holy rain. She told her mother I was trouble, but I had a tender core, that the man inside the roughness was worth fighting for. Her mother wasn't buying it and said so plain and clear, but she was 24 and certain in the way of the sincere. I met her mama once for dinner, barely said a word. The old woman watched me steady as a hawk that's always heard. 2 years in, I showed her all the truths her faith had hid. Not in violence, not in venom, just in all the things I did. The absences, the silences, the promises half kept, the evenings she sat waiting and the mornings that she wept. She never raised her voice at me, she only grew more still. And a quiet kind of leaving is the sharpest kind of will. She prayed for the wrong man every single night, sent her love to heaven on behalf of someone not right. She prayed for the wrong man, Lord, Lord, that candle burned in vain. All that holy, faithful love poured out like holy rain. Her mama came and helped her pack a Tuesday afternoon. I wasn't there to witness it, I came back past the moon. The candle on the windowsill was cold and burned away. One last small petition sent up on my final day. I sat beside the window where that candle used to live, and tried to calculate what I was never born to give. I heard she found a deacon from a church in Caroline, a patient and a steady man who keeps an honest line. I hope she lights a candle for him too on windowsills, and that her prayers come back to her with everything she feels. Some people love so faithfully the world should stop and learn, and I am just the cautionary story of her burn. She prayed for the wrong man every single night, sent her love to heaven on behalf of someone not right. She prayed for the wrong man, Lord, that candle burned in vain. All that holy, faithful love poured out like holy rain. I got gravel in my shoes, and it's been there since birth. Can't stand still long enough to feel the pull of the earth. Every town I land in smells like somewhere I should stay. But by the third week something in me turns and walks away. My mama called it cursed and my daddy called it free, depending on the morning and the man he chose to be. Gravel in my shoes, can't find a place to land. Every time the roots start forming, I pull back my hand. Gravel in my shoes, God made me wrong for walls. I hear the open highway every time that comfort calls. I loved a woman out in Austin for a season and a half. She had a porch and chicken and a real involuntary laugh. She never tried to hold me, that was maybe why I stayed. She just left the coffee on and let the moment be displayed. But I started dreaming eastward when the mockingbirds came back, and I kissed her at the sunrise, and I headed down the track. I tried the steady life for 14 months in Baton Rouge, a regular employment in a decent neighborhood. I pressed my shirts on Mondays and I mowed a rented lawn, but the gravel went to grinding by the time the spring was on. A man can play at stillness, but he can't become the tree if the roots were never given to him wild and running free. Gravel shoes. Can't find a place to land. Every time the roots start forming, I pull back my hand, gravel in my shoes. God made me wrong for walls. I hear the open highway every time that comfort calls. There's a loneliness in moving that a settled man can't know. The loneliness of beauty, you won't stay to watch it grow. I have seen the sun rise over 50 different skies, and I have seen it set on just as many clean goodbyes. The beauty is undoubted and the loneliness is real, and the gravel keeps on grinding with its unrelenting zeal. I'm getting older now, and the gravel's more like ache. My back reminds me every morning what the road can take. I think about that Austin porch when the cold comes on at night. I think about the chickens and a woman in the light. Maybe one more season and I'll point the nose back west and ask a patient woman if a rolling stone can rest. Gravel in my shoes, can't find a place to land. Every time the roots start forming, I pull back my hand, gravel in my shoes. God made me wrong for walls. I hear the open highway every time that comfort calls. I found the ring inside the drawer beside the kitchen sink. The gold had gone to rust, the color of the things I think. I bought that ring on layaway for 16 weekly months. A young man with ambitions and a love too good to front. I carried it for 20 years, through every rise and fall. And now it sits beside the batteries and nothing else at all. Hey, rust on the wedding ring, rust on the vow. All those promised forevers reduced to right now. Rust on the wedding ring, gold don't lie. What corrodes on the outside was already corroding inside. We were young and we were certain in the way the young believe, that a love built strong in summer would not buckle in the freeze. We moved into the little house and painted the front door red. We were so busy living that we never looked ahead. The children came and then they grew, and then they up and left. And suddenly the house was just the two of us bereft. I don't know when the distance started measuring its feet. Maybe in the silence at the end, every night's defeat. Maybe when I chose the overtime above the kitchen table. Maybe when she stopped expecting me to show up and be able. Love don't go at once, Lord. Love goes cell by cell. Till one morning you're just strangers sharing breakfast in a shell. Rust on the wedding ring, rust on the vow. All those promised forevers reduced to right now. Rust on the wedding ring, gold don't lie. What corrodes on the outside was already corroding inside. She came to me one evening with a clarity of voice. Said she wasn't blamed and wasn't angry, just out of choice. Said she found a version of herself she'd lost in the years, and rebuilding it beside me wasn't possible, my dear. I sat there nodding slowly like a man who always knew. The ring had been corroding in the drawer since '92. I take the ring out sometimes when the autumn nights turn cold, and try to see the young man who was certain and was bold. He wasn't wrong to love her, and she wasn't wrong to go. Sometimes two good people burn a thing they try to grow. I polish up the rust a bit and put it back in place. A monument to something that deserved a little grace. Oh, rust on the wedding ring, rust on the vow. All those promised forevers reduced to right now. Rust on the wedding ring, gold don't lie. What corrodes on the outside was already corroding inside.
The devil knows my name and the sound of my front door. He don't even knock no more, he just walks across my floor. He pulls up to the table like he owns the only chair, and lays his offers out like cards he shuffled with great care. I should know better by now, I have given in before, but the devil dresses pretty and he knows what I am for. The devil knows my name, knows every weakness in my wall, knows the exact right moment when I'm ready for the fall. The devil knows my name, been whispering since before I came, and the worst part is the things he offers never feel like shame. He came to me the morning after she had walked away, brought a bottle and a woman and a reason not to pray. Said forget about the future, what's the point of holding on? The man you tried to be for her is finished and is gone. I drank the bottle halfway down before I heard my name called out from somewhere deeper than the devil and his game. My grandmother told me once, while shelling peas in the shade, that the devil's most effective when he's got your own voice made. That the whispers that convince you are the ones in your own tongue, the ones that sound like logic when the logic has been wrong. She said, baby, when you hear it and it sounds like you but wrong, that's the time to grab your Bible and to sing a real loud song. Devil knows my name, knows every weakness in my wall, knows the exact right moment when I'm ready for the fall. Devil knows my name, been whispering since before I came, and the worst part is the things he offers never feel like shame. I sang loud in that kitchen till the neighbor banged the wall, poured the rest of that sweet whiskey down the front hall. The woman by the table put her jacket on and smiled, said, honey, you've been fighting something longer than a while. Because she left me understood it, then she let me know, because she left me with a gentleness I didn't think she'd show. The devil still comes calling, but the visits have grown thin. Not the devil in the bottle who convinces wrong is right. That's the one you have to wrestle every day until the end. And winning ain't a permanent thing, baby, it just bends. Devil knows my name, knows every weakness in my wall, knows the exact...
Sunday morning church bells ring across the empty street. I watch the congregation in their careful Sunday need. Families holding hands and walking through the iron gate. A man without a family watching from across the way. I used to go in there myself and sing the hymns out loud, back when I had someone's shoulder to lean on in the crowd. The silence after Sunday is the worst silence I know. When the bells have done their ringing and the congregation goes, the silence after Sunday fills the rooms from wall to wall. could call. She loved the Sunday services. She knew every word and song. She'd squeeze my hand at certain lines and hold on all day long. We'd come home after service and she'd make a slow roast lunch. The whole apartment smelling like a blessing by the bunch. Now I make my coffee black and eat whatever's in the tin and try to find the gratitude for what I'm living in. The Reverend came to see me on a rainy Wednesday past. He sat across the kitchen table, drinking slow and last. He said, grief is not a failing, it's a love with nowhere to go. And the going into silence is the only way to grow. I told him I respected that, but found it cold and thin. He said, I know, but come on Sunday and we'll let the light back in. The silence after Sunday is the worst silence I know. When the bells have done their ringing and the congregation goes, the silence after Sunday fills the rooms from wall to wall. Lord, I never knew how loud a quiet house could call. I went the following Sunday just to prove that I was wrong. I sat in the back row and let them carry me along. The Reverend preached on patience and the mercy of the wait, that the broken who keep showing up will never be too late. A woman in the pew ahead turned around and smiled at me, not with pity, not with beauty, just with simple clarity. I still go on the Sundays when the road inside is steep. I still feel the silence after, dark and cold and deep. But somewhere in the middle of the hymns and the refrain, a little of the silence gets replaced by something plain. Not joy exactly, not quite peace, not yet the kind I need, but a space inside the sorrow where a man might plant a seed. The silence after Sunday is the worst silence I know. When the bells have done their ringing and the congregation goes, oh, oh, the silence after Sunday fills the rooms from wall to wall. Lord, I never knew how loud a quiet house could call. Sunday morning church bells ring across the empty street. I watch the congregation in their careful Sunday need. Sunday morning church bells ring across the empty street. I watch the congregation in their careful Sunday need. Sunday morning church bells ring across the empty street. I watch the congregation in their careful Sunday meet. Families holding hands and walking through the iron gate. A man without a family watching from across the way. I used to go in there myself and sing the hymns out loud. Back when I had someone's shoulder to lean on in the crowd. The silence after Sunday is the worst silence I know. When the bells have done their ringing and the congregation goes. The silence after Sunday fills the rooms from wall to wall. Lord, I never knew how loud a quiet house could call Sunday morning church. I've been sleeping in my boots for going on a year, moving town to town before the morning makes things clear. I carry what I own inside, a bag that seemed too much, a harmonica, a Bible, and a photograph I touch. The photograph is faded now, the edge is soft with a wear. A woman on a porch somewhere, still calling through the air. Sleeping in my boots, Lord, I can't stop moving on. Reminds me of what's gone. Sleeping in my boots, the road's my only home. A man who lost his reason has no right to stop and groan. I picked tobacco down in Georgia for a spell, dug ditches up in Memphis in the summer heat of hell. I worked the night shift loading at a warehouse on the bay. Sent a money order home to no one, threw the stub away. The bosses never asked me for a story or a name, and I appreciate it kindly, being treated just the same. I met a woman in Savannah at a roadside kitchen stand. She poured my coffee twice without me asking, and she held my hand. She said, honey, you got sorrows written all across your face. I said, ma'am, I got sorrows filling up the whole damn place. She laughed a laugh like wind chimes in a summer afternoon. And for a moment I forgot the man I'd been since June. Oh, sleeping in my boots, Lord, I can't stop moving on. Every town I rest in reminds me of what's gone. Sleeping in my boots, the road's my only home. has no right to stop and groan. I stayed 3 weeks in Savannah, longest I had stayed. She fed me Sunday dinners, and the debt was never paid. She never asked me questions, and she never pushed too hard. Just let a broken traveler sit quiet in the yard. The morning that I left her, I found biscuits by the door, a note that said, "Come back when you remember what you're for." I keep that note beside the photograph that traveling makes. Two women holding on to me from 2 different states. One is what I lost, and one is what I might become. If I ever find the courage to stop running toward the sun. But tonight I'm sleeping roadside with the stars above my chest. Lord willing, when I wake up, I'll remember where to rest. Oh, sleeping in my boots. Lord, I can't stop moving on. Every town I rest in reminds me of what's gone. Sleeping in my boots. The road's my only home. A man who lost his reason has no right to stop and groan. I've been sleeping in my boots for going on a year. I've been sleeping in my boots for going on a year. I've been sleeping in my boots for going on a year. Moving town to town before the morning makes things clear. I carry what I own inside a bag that's seen too much. A harmonica, a Bible, the photograph I touch. The photograph is faded now, the edge is soft with wear. A woman on a porch somewhere still calling through the air. Sleeping in my boots, Lord, I can't stop moving on. Every town I rest in reminds me of what's gone. Sleeping in my boots, the road's my only home. A man who lost his reason has no right to stop and groan. I've been sleeping in my boots for going on a year. Moving town to town before the morning makes things clear.
Você está na Encruzilhada Blues Brasil.
Subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications.
Thank you for watching this video.